Hey everybody, my name is Killermonkey. Alright, let me start by saying I think this game is determined to show me that I should not play it. Reason being, I went to record this LP, and upon hitting the record button, I mean literally, the moment I touched the record button, we had an earthquake here. Now, it wasn't like a big deal, like, oh my god, everything's being ripped apart earthquake or anything, but it was just scary for a second because I did not know what was going on. I just looked across the room and my guitars were swinging and I was very upset, so, you know. Alright, well, I think we should just go ahead and get started with this. I've played a little bit into this game, but not much. Year 2000. Alright, here we go.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Good stuff. Alright, as I was about to say, I haven't played much into this game, just like up through the first 10 minutes maybe, at the most. And not very thoroughly in that. I haven't done much of the reading and stuff. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I could still pick things up using left mouse. Using left mouse, I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Always good to have a notebook to jot down interesting information and reminders. Jake Annuals. Okay. Away with you, chair. We don't need you. Okay. Alright, yes. There's a flashlight. As I recall, I already have the key in my pocket. Yes, I do. Good thing I have my torch. F. Flashlight. A torch. The torch is on fire. Goodies. Glow stick. I like glow sticks. This should be everything I need, but first, I haven't ever opened this chest. Oh. Hey. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safe and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've washed those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time. Ugh, excuse me. But I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. You just read this guy's mail. It's not nice. There's most definitely 2 beds right here. Not 1. Playboy poster. It's nice to know some things don't change no matter how far you are from home. It looks like she has a fish or something in her hands. A very large fish. A photo of the fisherman's wife. She's no Playboy bunny, but she looks loving it. Well, that's not nice. Alright, let's just do this. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after. And knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Okay then. It's so cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. Is that orange flash? I'm guessing these orange flashes are like auto-save points, so that would be logical. Oh wait, rock. Ah! That was weird. Suddenly I was looking in the opposite direction of where I wanted to be. Ah. You're coming with me, Rock. Yeah, I know, it's not so exciting because I've already done this part, but don't worry, I haven't done much of this game. There we go. Oh, no. Philip, do you want to die out here? No. Open the freaking hatch. Rock, you have saved me, and for that, you will live. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh dear, that didn't sound good. Oh. Okay. I can't believe I fell that far and survived, although looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? That's nothing, really. Well, actually, you know, looking at it from this angle, if that had been me, I probably would have just, like, snapped in half. Mostly because I have a bad back, which is kind of horrible because I'm only 17, but whatever. Goodies. I flail violently in your general direction. Ah, more goodies here. Yeah, I know. I cheated and did like the first 10 minutes of the game off camera. Whatever. At least I've done some source testing, so things should work out fine once I record the real deal. Left mouse. Oh right, we have a hammer. No, bludgeon something to death. Hopefully. This shelf. Ha! Yeah. How about you? Okay, apparently that doesn't work. Oh well, it was worth a try. Are you kidding? Oh! Oh, I heard the door closing. I thought something came and closed it behind me. I was like, oh. Then I realized I just backed into it. Great. The first real scare of this whole thing comes from myself. Great. I'm gonna move you out of my way. Because I see wood. Wood. What do you burn apart from witches? More witches. How do you know if she's made of wood? Build a bridge out of her. Logic was so much better back then. No, it wasn't. Still though. Alright, we crawl through here. Oh look, a hole. Alright, now, let's recall. We wanna what the? Okay, that did not happen last time. Okay. Now I'm a little bit freaked out. take our steel rod that we found. And we push. Oh, I could grab it and push, but instead I'm going to do this. Huh, so I can close it again. You know, that's handy. I wish I could have my steel rod back. That would be nice. Beat something to death with it. Go, Barrel. Lead the way. You're kidding, right? Oh well, let's do this. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness, and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers. All there. And if something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me. Friends, parents, teachers were too scared or too far away. What's that? Yawned again. I've jotted down a note just in case. What note is this? That was a rather long note. The way is caved in. There must be another way out. Oh! There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I faced off against anything down here, I would not last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses now. Okay. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint in my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. Okay. Here. Yes. Like that. I'll be virtually invisible. And after some time, I should get my night vision back, provided I stay still. Okay. Time to answer a little question here you might be having. Yes, it is. The brightness is up in the game. However, I've countered it with by turning my monitor's brightness down. If that's good enough for you, I just want you guys to be able to see because I imagine this game is rather dark. I'm gonna take you with me. All right. Well, when I played through this the first time, I immediately went to storage. So let's go to the office first this time. That seems like a bad idea, actually. Why would I do that? Run. Yeah, I can barely see in front of me, honestly. Well, that's not true. I can see kind of a decent ways, but I can't see anything clearly out in front of me. Okay, we'll read that in a second. I'm just gonna look around this room. Baxtrin. Alright, I'm gonna look around this room first, and then we'll get to reading whatever things we find in here. Oh, wait with you. Okay. What's this? Oh! Well, it flashed orange at me. A man. An old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still, I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. Okay. What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Again. You're probably insane already. Copenhagen. Alright, yeah, again, we'll read that in a second. Nothing. Shelves. Shelves often have goodies in them. I like goodies. Goodie. Ooh, goodies! Battery, even though there's clearly like 4 batteries sitting there, but it's just singular. Okay. What's this? This typewriter dates back even further than the war, made in Germany, 1923. Oh, neat. Huh. What's this? Beef jerky. Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. Let's make ourselves smell tasty to whatever it is down here that wants to eat me. more bait. Oh, what are you? Painkillers. Oh, flare. Yeah, just in case my glow stick isn't enough and I feel like being seen from like 8 million miles away. It's locked, I need a key. Well, luckily, I seem to have acquired a key not so long ago. Yes. Just a book. Big book of explosives. Alright, let's look around here for a second. Anything else to do here? It doesn't look like it. I don't suppose I can pull these off the shelves and look behind them or anything. Rotting wooden shelves. It must be the added moisture from the grate. This whole room is putrefying? Putrefying. Okay. Wait, what about this? I doubt there would be anything in here because I can barely even see, but it's worth looking at this. Can I? I don't need to hide in here. At least I hope I don't need to hide in here. There isn't really much room to hide. If I need to hide from something in here, I'm pretty much screwed. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Okay. Oh, he's got a long arm, doesn't he? Alright, it looks like that's all. Alright, well then before we move on, we're gonna... You know what? I'm paranoid. I have an idea. I wonder if I can... Yes! Now we should be safe from any monsters that want to eat me while I read. Alright. Let's go with officer's log. August 15th, 1945. Command bunker. Emergency airstrip Zulu. That's a funny name. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered... sorry. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans have extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workshop armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we kept in the storeroom. And I'm sure that's where they learn the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up the manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Well, obviously not if you put it in the shelf, or the drawer, sorry. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This base is so disconnected sometimes, I feel as if the war could end, and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. 1 pair of reading glasses category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in a rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and an excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find. An artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams later this evening. After marshal duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light, which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. Okay then. Copenhagen Post article. Copenhagen Post, Monday 17th, Monday, August 17th, 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that the mine life-altering chemicals neutrally sewn into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates in the Greenland mine, or at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine that last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners' symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, and pH4, I don't remember, formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Turngate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting results of mechanical testing. Studies continue. An explosives book, I doubt. Big Book of Explosives, 1923. Nice and up to date. Chapter 3. Oh, this is... Alright, this is construction details on different explosives. I imagine I'll need this for something, so we'll hold on to that for later and read it when we need to. Okay. I feel all safe up here on my shelf. I don't want to go out there. I suppose we have to. I'm too scared to try and use my light or anything. I don't want anything... Oh, no. Oh. Dog. Okay. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna back up around this corner and think. Jesus, I've never been this scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing. If anything... Oh, come on. Okay. Well, I imagine it said the same exact thing as before. We are now up to where I was, by the way. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. Stupid rock. Okay. We're not really in much of a hurry, so... Wait a minute. Here it comes. Okay. I doubt it'll do much, but I just feel safer with the hammer out. Okay, I have an idea. This might not work at all and go horribly... Whoa. This might not work at all and go horribly wrong. Philip, you're killing me here. On top of everything, you're just flipping the crap out. Okay. I'm gonna sit right here so you cannot see a thing. Okay. That was a fantastically bad idea. I'm starting to sound more British, I think. I'm not really trying much to do it, but I'm doing it mostly because we're Philip. Okay. Okay, maybe I can... Okay. Now, maybe... And this is only because my friend said something to me about having to kill the dogs or something. Take the meat, you... Look, there's beef jerky right there. Don't you want it? Oh, I just want to beat you to death. Come on. Okay. God. It's just the not knowing that's killing me more than anything. I am a little bit scared right now, I'm not gonna lie. Though luckily at least I know for a fact he can't come up from behind me. I'll cry if he finds a way now that I said that. Okay, he's coming back. Why is he ignoring the jerky? Okay. New plan. He's over there. Let's just sneak on by. Workshop. He doesn't appear to be over here. This is a good thing. Alright, we're gonna go this way first. Let's assume and hope that he's over there. Keep on moving this way. Office. Wait, what? How did I... Oh, you're kidding. I don't like that. Please tell me there's not more than one of them. I'm getting absolutely nowhere this way. Alright, be a man, Andrew. Be a man. And run for this door. Run, run, run. Why are you not running? Come on, walk. Wait a minute. Please tell me this is not the office. Okay, this is not the office, though it looks much scarier than the office. I think I would have rather gone back to the office. Alright, well, I think this is a perfect place to end off our video for this time. So, with that, I hope you've enjoyed. I have been Killer Monkey. This looks like a lighter. It is a lighter. But it's empty, of course. Alright, I have been Killer Monkey. This has been Penumbra, Overture. I will see you next time.